What's up, guys? Today I also got a NVX product. It's the XMICROLOC4. It's a 4-channel, basically micro line output converter. I've already unboxed it or unbagged this thing. You can see by my wire tags and stuff. I wish they would do something like that just to begin with, but I've been bored the past few days, so I've went through and did all that prior to my installation, so that way when I do the installation, everything's quick and easy. You get a thank you card, contact information, and if the product fails or isn't good, you can email them. You get this little sheet, which you'll see on everything I have on here is correct. I did email about the brown because I wasn't familiar with reference ground. I guess that's actually, when I looked it up, it's for like if you have RCAs that are shielded, you can connect the shield to that and it'll give a good grounding point, so it'll bring out away interference through your speaker wires, your RCAs if you have any. But he emailed me back and he basically said you can just ground both of these. Most people just cut them off, but I mean, I figured why not just ground it. So here's the little unit. Pretty sure that's plastic, but you can see I marked the rears and fronts, or the channels I'll be using. So that'll be rear right, rear left, front right, front left. Got some RCA outputs there. And then you can see I've labeled all these. So purple's rear right, and positive and negative. I'm sorry, that was yeah, right rear, left rear, positive, negative. You got your remote wire, 12 volt. I'm probably gonna put that to accessory, 12 volt in the head. Like I said, I just tied the reference grounds and the 12 volt ground together, so I'll ground them to the same terminal. Positive and negative for rear right fronts, positive and negative for the left fronts. And you can see what I did here. I basically just put a wire connector on there, put some heat shrink on it, sealed heat shrink, and this will basically come out of my head unit into the LOC, plug your RCAs in. I have another video from the micro oscilloscope I bought. You basically hook up to the RCA each channel. You can do each channel. I would just turn all these down to start with, and then you can do the oscilloscope to see when it clips, and then also check your voltage, so that way your output voltage going into the inputs on the amp are set within a range that's not going to burn your amp up. So this little thing will easily fit behind a head unit, and then I'll just connect all these to the corresponding terminals after I do a polarity and tone test, and then just butt them together. I'll be running new speaker wire too, so I don't need to worry about the speaker wires that'll be on this side where I cut them. I'll probably put another terminal on there and just tape them up, so that way they're there for if anybody needed to take this out and hook back up to the normal wires or whatever. I don't plan on selling my car anytime soon, so this should work. And I know that this thing has ground loop isolation, I believe. And also this handles 600 watts. So if you're coming from, like, say, another amplifier, you can use this. It's 150 watts per channel. So if you're looking for something that'll carry higher voltage, or already have an amp, you might be able to use this and get away with it without having to do too much extra. But yeah, that's the unit. That's what I did on the ends. Pretty clean. I'll be ready to install this soon, so I'm going to do an installation video. It's just going to be tough for me to do the video because I don't have an editing software on my phone, so I'll do my best. Microprocessing to sense output signal strength, adjustable gain for each channel, 150 watts max per channel, and signal sensing turn on. So I'm pretty sure that this has a DC offset in it, that basically when it senses signal coming from your head unit, it turns this on, and then also sends 12 volt out remote. I don't know if I'm gonna wire this constant on like the red and black on the head unit. I might just do I think it's green for remote or accessory turn on. That way I don't drain the battery over a couple weeks if the car's left in my driveway or something. So you'll connect these, connect that to the remote, and then the rest of these get tied to your speakers, or your speaker outputs from the head unit. So good little unit. I think this thing was 18 bucks, something like that. But hopefully it works out good. I'll let you guys know. You got your little gain pots there for adjusting your gains and your voltage coming out of this thing. Like my amplifier is 0.02 volts to 6 volts. So I want to be within that range with it at the max clipping level of the head unit. So I'll just adjust these to make sure I get my voltage and make sure these aren't clipping coming out of here, sending a clip signal to the amplifier. Basically, I want my system to last as long as possible without blowing my speakers, but also give my components the proper voltage and a clean signal. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching.